Yo, what's up guys? So today we're going to be showcasing off another blast from the past, but we're going to be updating it. So this is going to be a Cactus Fighter Infinite Damage OTK. So basically there's been a lot of new cards that came out since this troll, cheesy deck, whatever you want to call it here. But it did see a little bit of play. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. This again was way before people started uploading stuff on YouTube. And anyways, what it requires you to pull off is Cactus Fighter. So what Cactus Fighter does is every single time he destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get to summon a needle token on their side of the board. We also have cards like the Yangzing Unleashed or All Out Attacks where they have to actually attack. So if a monster special summoned while this card is face up, it changes it to attack position. It has to attack. So what that means is all you need to do is basically make your opponent run into your Cactus Fighter, reduce their attack, or you can Ojama Trio them. There's a lot of other cards at your disposal here. Basically it'll infinitely loop and they will keep on getting a token and they still have to attack with that token every single time. And that's what causes the OTK to go ahead and work. Let's go and check it out against a lot of different duels. We got a lot of variety here. There is some meta here. I want to see how that actually plays out because this deck is a little bit of a trollsy, cheesy deck. Okay, let's check out this. So Gravekeeper's Servant. Oh, okay. Oh, there's two ways to win. Okay, I actually haven't even seen how this deck looks like as far as a deck profile. So what I've actually noticed, this guy is actually pulled off a multiple win condition. Gravekeeper's Servant is actually another loop. In the off chance your opponent activates something so they don't take battle damage, this could be a win condition on its own via deck out. Now, I'm wondering if deck out might be a better option to go ahead and utilize because there's so many cards that will make, you draw, search, and Cactus Fighter is a little bit slower of a deck. Most of the time, you'll just end up winning simply due to the OTK. But we also see the 1 day of peace, so neither player takes damage, but it will still cause them to actually lose the game because, of course, a deck out. So he's got the Yangzing Unleashed. Now, this time we're actually attacking with Cactus Fighter, so even though there is that, cheesy way to go ahead and win, there's alternate ways to go ahead and win, and I'm kind of curious to see how these duels actually play out. So we've also got Ojama Trio, and All Out Attacks is indeed activated. So he's going to go ahead and be able to special summon a bunch of those tokens. Sometimes Lightsworn, if they don't have a tuner, they might not have the options for Link. So he's going to go ahead and actually bring back our Cactus Fighter. And now with All Out Attacks, it's just going to go ahead. Once again, that loop is going to be starting. And also, Yangzing Unleashed makes it so all of your opponent's monsters must attack. So sometimes you can get a few of those tokens early on. And pretty much once you get one rolling, the whole thing just kind of goes up. And this guy's just like, okay, I'm gonna lose anyways, whatever. So I'm kind of curious to see how it plays out. Oh, this is up against Monarchs. Okay. Oh, this guy's still playing Max C. Wow. I wish that card would come back. Yo, comment down below what you think. Max C, should it come back on the next ban list? Because we should be getting one relatively soon because of that new master ruling, right? Because they'll probably update us with that, along with that at the same time, because it is confirmed for the TCG. But nonetheless, I'm curious to see how it plays against Monarchs, because Monarchs would obviously tribute the Cactus Fighter, so they would see it before it comes out. Oh, and he's actually playing Grass? Wow, dude, okay. Now this guy is just going off. Let's see how this plays out. So Grass look greener, which isn't going to be too useful at this point. Then we have Cactus Fighter, and he's going to go in first Monarchs. We got Shrink, All Attacks. Oh, we've also got Pride for War. During damage calculation, if your monster battles an opponent's monster with higher attack, you have to pay life points equal to that difference, and your monster gains that attack difference plus 300. Oh, isn't there that? I don't remember exactly the vampire card's wording. Does it have to specifically go for it? And he's already got game. Like I said, it's basically a 3-card win condition. All Out Attacks, Cactus Fighter. Technically, it could be a 2-card. All it requires is these two. But your opponent more than likely wouldn't attack in your Cactus Fighter, unless they do. But yeah, you could have another card to reduce the attack. So yeah, it's a 3-card OTK, but there's other ways to win here. I'm curious to see the deck profile. I actually haven't looked at it myself. I'm trying to do these blasts from the past. Oh, you know what? That's actually more consistency with Cactus Fighter, because there's lots of background. The Yangzing one works, the All Out Attack works also, and he's gonna go ahead and that's OTK. Like just that simple to go ahead and pull this off. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. It was a little bit harder before because there wasn't as many cards. I don't remember what Lone Fire was at the time. Was it still a triple? Again, this is like an old school deck. Okay, let's check it out up against the Phantom Knight, because this is a little bit more meta. Like I said, we'll get into more meta games as we progress here. So he's going to go Break Sword Pass. Okay, I was expecting a little bit more off of that. So he's going to go ahead and Did he fog blade his own card? What the? What is actually going on? It doesn't matter. He had the win condition anyways. As long as they don't happen to have a monster that is, what is it, 3,800 attack, then you're totally fine. More than likely though, when they see Cactus Fighter, they will probably utilize some effect to get rid of it, because I think the thing is that a lot of people right now don't know about this. So if you want to play this deck, I would play it like literally right now, because once people figure it out, they'll just be like, what the heck? The heck is this? There's an attack over it, right? Maybe they might try to pop the back row, but this is more of like an old school, like blast from the past is, again, what I want to call this series or something like that. Let me know, guys, what you think of the title, because I want to show off a lot of these like older Yu-Gi-Oh decks, but in 2020, because obviously the game has changed quite a bit. There are more support cards, and obviously that's going to go ahead and be game anyways. Versus regular deck. What the heck's a regular deck? Oh, like a vanilla monster deck? Or a Reborn? What the heck is this? Oh, this guy is playing from the past too. Swords of Revealing Light. Does he have, I don't know, Ukazi? Dang, I didn't even have that card loaded into my Yu-Gi-Oh! Bro. Okay, he's got Pot of Greed. Anyone that plays Pot of Greed, wait, what the heck is going on? So he's going to DDR. Level limit area B. Oh, that might not be that good, but one of the cards converts everything to attack position, so I don't know how that's going to play out. Gem Flash Energy? What is this? Ring to your salmon face and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of face-up continuous spell cards on the field times 300. Okay, so it's like some type of burn deck is what it looks like, but it doesn't really matter. He's already got game. I thought this was going to be a really long game, but it's good, dude. We already hit that 10-minute. Bless. All right, you guys already know what's going to be happening. Okay, I really just wanted to see that Salaman Great video because I want to see how it pulls. Oh, let's check out Tendangos first, then we'll go Rocket, Salaman Great, because those are two more meta decks. Tendangos, generally, they're just too slow. Heck, are you running Swords of Revealing Light? Good luck trying to get that to last. Mirror Force. I saw the other guy that was playing Cyber Dragons run a lot of the Mirror Force cards. The Mirror Force is actually not a bad card in 2020. I've seen so many people, especially Dino players, overextend. They flip everything face down. They're like, okay, going for game. And then you prank them instantly. But anyways, we got the Yang Zing Unleash activated, so everything must attack, and he's got to attack. And that's going to go ahead and shoot, dude, that was fast. I thought Tendangles, they weren't going to be able to do too much. But, you know, when the offensive monster change of attack position, okay, it's already over, you already know. Alright, so let's go and check it up against Rockets and Salaman Greats. Super Poly, dang. We got Marmillo. This is the first time we've seen this card, okay. Interesting, so he's going to go ahead and add bottoms. Okay, that's a really good tech here because you also have the ability with, what is it? You go for like a plant one, right? You tribute Earth and go for an Earth plant. Okay, so maybe some utility with some Lone Fire. Oh, no, or is that... Does that go into Cactus Fighter instantly? That's pretty cool. I didn't think about that. So you would surprise them and you get the free bottomless. Because the thing is that most people would probably try to get rid of the cards before going for the play. So he's going to go ahead and surprise, it's a Cactus Fighter. Wow, the big brain plays. Because this card didn't exist back in the day, okay? Like I said, this is why I wanted to show this off. And he has to attack. And that's already game over. He quit. He knew about it. Because he's playing something a little bit more meta. That was cool, dude. I like it. I like seeing just old school Yu-Gi-Oh decks beat new ones. I don't know why. What the? This is Salaman Great? Okay. I mean, the DD Crow isn't actually that insane. It's more that, like, do you even... What kind of hand is this? This does not look like Salaman Great. He just opened up with the most strange hand I've ever seen in Salaman Great. I mean, it almost reminds me of me back in the day. If I was building Salaman Greats, I'd be like, yeah, just throw in multiple BLS. I mean, I guess he's maxing out on a bunch of the hand traps. Oh, he already knew. He already knew. Does he have Mirror Wall or something? Okay, this Prideful Roar makes it so you can just pay life points, and all you need to do is get one monster down, and then the token is forced to attack anyways. And so he had Mirror Wall. Dude, he's got 3 cards to basically have the attack totally fine. The other guy kind of opened up awkward, but at the end of the day, what the heck is that Salaman Great tech? But at least a Warlord one. The guy did try to go for some place, but that Naturia tech, dude, that was insane. Yo, I hopefully you enjoyed it. Yo, drop a like on it if you enjoyed this series, The Blast from the Past. So it looks like we're running a very like low card extra deck, so there's definitely room for improvement here. I'm just going to move this card down here because it is a 51 card deck. This is for the new Master Rule. I think it's really cool. I like the idea of this deck more than anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop right into the deck profile. This is my first time checking out. Obviously, a triple Cactus Fighter. Double copies of the Marmillo. That's for the... Oh, we only play 1 bottoms. Okay, that's fine because it's just like a kind of a fast deck at the end of the day. I mean, he was pulling it off consistently really fast. I mean, obviously, triple Lone Fire makes it so you're running 6 copies of this. Plus this... Plus, I don't know if that was the Naturia card is searchable, but that would be interesting too. And then we've got 3 copies of Lone Fire, and then we got 1 Day of Peace, 2 copies of Desires, 1 Demise, 1 copy of Upstart, 3 copies of Mallet, Duality, 2 copies of Lance, again reducing that attack. And I guess it kind of protects your cards. I don't think people would warning the Cactus Fighter. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. I think it might be better for those surprise trap cards that can reduce things a lot more, like Mirror Wall. Again, they'd have to have a monster with 3,800. Not even our big boy Dino would have enough. He'd have to flip this face down, but then doesn't it flip, it does have a monster special summon. This one's the one where, like, all monsters your opponent controls, all face-up monsters. Oh, okay, so if it's face down, I guess that would kind of ruin it. But anyways, next up, we got Book of Eclipse. Oh, so this one will change them all. So there's kind of hybrid. Like I said, there's like this deck out win condition, if you will, as well. And then we've got Shrink, and then Gravekeeper Servant, Bottomless, Ojama Trio at 2, Prideful Roar. This is again just to reduce the attack. The Titan Osider over here, so this makes it so something is reduced to 0 and it negates its effect. So I like this card a lot. I think this card is probably going to be seeing some play. And if your opponent summons a monster from the extra deck while this card's in your graveyard, you get to set this card again. I think this card will probably see a lot of play in a lot of those rogue anti-meta-ish decks. And we got 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill. Okay, this can kind of help out, negate an effect, then following turn, negate the other effect, maybe get over it with Cactus Fighter. Could be an option. And then we have the Trap Trick, so this lets you have a little bit more consistency. It only lets you set, normal trap cards, right? Yeah, I don't think you can get the continuous ones. That's unfortunate for that, but this one would still kind of do the same thing. I think Trap Trick could be an excellent card. The Sacred Tree is pretty good, but if this is sent to the graveyard, you get to add 1 Tria card. Okay, I'm trying to think. Oh, except for itself. Okay, I think that this card is a really interesting mix-up with the Murmillo here. But then we've got the 3 Mirror Walls, 3 all-out attacks, 3 final attack orders, and 3 Yangzing Unleashed. Then we got 2 copies of Call. So if they happen to bounce or get rid of your card, maybe you're able to go ahead and kind of recycle it, discard the card, you have 1 in the grave. And then we got 1 Warning. For the extra deck, I don't think we really have any access to any of these, unless I'm mistaken by some other effect. But one thing that I think could make this deck a little bit better, I'm not sure how I feel, honestly, about the deck out variant of this. I think it's a little bit inconsistent. So I don't know. This is how at least I personally feel about it. But I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Subasa real quick for his build. But I'm going to kind of modify it right now live and try to give you guys a better way to play the deck. Because, again, Lance sometimes... you would have to have a monster with, 700? So 2,600. I mean, it's possible that it does help out in the right circumstances, but I think halving the attack is usually going to be better. And I think for more consistency and to make the deck a little bit thinner, this is what I actually really like this card. I think this card is really the Titan Osider. It does have a downside though, of utilizing with the Trap Trick. The reason why is Trap Trick has an effect where you can only activate 1 card for the rest of the turn after this card resolves. I like the idea of being able to deck thin, but actually it's after this card resolves, right? After this card resolves. So actually, it might not be that bad to just play multiple copies of it. But the problem is that you might have to reveal... oh, it's 2 words. You might have to reveal to your opponent what you're playing. And I think Mirror Wall can be an excellent card because it does stall quite a bit. But here's what I would think is pretty viable. And I think Extravagance is an Extravagance could be an excellent card as well. I'm trying to think about this card. I like the idea that you had that with the Bottomless, because it does get rid of 1 monster instantly, and then you can Ojama Trio and you're good. But the thing with Ojama Trio, I mean, yeah, it does leave them with a monster, but most of the time they're going to have a monster, they can use it as material. I just haven't been a fan too much of that card, to be honest. I like this option a little bit better, but if you guys know about any other tech that would work, specifically the newer cards, I really think this card is excellent, though, because, again, it negates the effect, makes it 0, and then from there, you don't even need something to reduce the attack. That is, granted, they only have 1 monster, whereas Mirror Wall, it's everything. With Prideful Roar, it's not a once per turn either, so you could just pay as much as you want, right? But then it's plus 300. Yeah, I think that this card, I think this Prideful Roar is probably the best. Well, I mean, I guess technically you'd only be using it once, so it would only be affecting 1 monster anyways because it goes away. I think Mirror Wall overall is good. I'm also thinking, like, can you just boost up your Cactus Fighter? Is there any other not equip card, because then they see it and they're not going to attack into you. It have to be a trap card. I guess Lance is kind of like that, right? I don't know, what else is there that you can, like, is a quick play that can boost up your monster's attack. Not Rush Recklessly, though. I think that's too old. But anyways, we should drop Upstart in here, because we got, like, over 40, whatever. I think this could be a good start. For anyone that is interested in trying out this deck to make it a little bit more viable, let me know in the comment sections down below. But anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn on that bell so you don't miss out on more blasts from the past with the Cactus Fighter OTK deck, infinite damage in 2020. I like this guy, dude. It's a 3 card. It's legitimately a 3 or 2 card if you're really lucky. Your opponent it doesn't read, but for the most part, it is a 3 card OTK, and you have pretty decent consistency with Lone Fire to go into this. I guess Marmillo could technically go into it too with the Sacred Tree. Plus, you have 1 extra stop your opponent. I think honestly with this deck, even though this card does pay, maybe you can drop it and then just throw in multiple Solemns. So like if your combo would get disrupted at any point, it could be good too. I know, I'm just thinking here, but we'll improve this deck maybe in the future. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you guys have any other cool blasts from the past, like FTKs, OTKs, we'll love to feature them on the channel, also utilizing some of the newer cards, like this card. Again, just it didn't exist. Well, this card didn't exist back in the day either. And there's could be definitely a little bit of room for more draw power maybe here. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. And send me in those other replays, the AzneyesReplays, at gmail.com, and attach the YDK file too, so I'll have the deck profile. But thanks again to Boss for this. I'll link down below. But thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next vid. Peace.